Okay. Yeah. Good evening once again. And I think yesterday morning class, we completed correlation rules part. And in the today class, what we will see is search queries or filtering options. So under why we have to use this log activity tab. Okay. So what is the reason behind that? And also when we have to come to this log activity tab or network activity tab. Okay. So as I said, most of the cases, 90% of the time, we will do instant investigation based on the offenses only. So we will click the offenses and we will gather the information about asset profiling, user profiling, and also how the attack is coming, and top 10 events related, and what is the username, what is the host name, what is the server name, okay, and also payload information. So these are all things we will gather, and we'll use some of the open source tools like MX tool, IP-wide, IP abuse database, okay, URL scan, then Cisco Talos, okay. So these are some of the open tools we will use to do the additional investigation, okay. And after that, we can make the summary of the report, whatever you analyzed using these tools, and finally, you can close the ticket. So as I said, most of the several times, most of the instances in the organization, so 95 to 98% cases. So false positive instance only. False positive means here. So that may be antivirus is blocking, that may firewall is blocking, that may be insider threat from within the internal user itself, that may be NADS or NAPS is blocking. Okay, it's not NADS, NAPS is blocking, or web application firewall is blocking, so and so on. Okay, so then something got compromised as per instant lifecycle management. Very rare cases, we have to take care of the eradication, mitigation, recovery, and also sometimes what you learned from that particular instant. So these are all the things we will do under the offenses tab. Then why we have to come to the log activity tab, and okay, so what is the reason behind this? And also when we have to come to network activity tab. Okay, so log activity tab, if you want to get additional information from that particular log source, and you are not able to get those information in the direct offenses, so that is one of the reason. So when you are clicking on the offenses tab, example, and here, so whatever attack you are getting, so in this attack, you are not able to get full-fledged information if something is missing. And also you want to attach the evidence. Okay, logs related evidences. In that scenario only we have to go for log activity. Otherwise, most of the cases, 95% cases, we will analyze everything from here only. Okay, in case if you want to know about when that particular instance happened, when that log is received, okay, when that event is received, so, and also how many events are received from that particular event, okay, so or some source user or server. So to get more details about that particular instant, then we have to go for the log activity tab. In the similar way, even we have one more tab is there, that is network activity tab. In this log activity tab, it is like a real-time monitoring. These are all called real-time logs. What is meant by real-time logs? Whatever logs we integrated from the firewalls, proxies, IDS, IPs, cloud, or applications, or infrastructure servers, okay, those logs directly be integrated without any delay or without any jitter, okay, without any noise, it will come directly here. Jitter is nothing but delay of getting the logs. That is network term, basically. Networking term, jitter, noise, delay. So all these are networking terms. So those logs, it will appear here. So without any delay. And also these logs are, as compared to traffic, less bandwidth it will occupy. Less bandwidth in the sense that event size of the particular packet, whatever we are receiving. Okay, so maximum 100 KB or 200 KB and so on. So you can see here now, multiple options are there. Search button is there. Quick search button is there. Under search button, once again, basic search will be there. Advanced search will be there. If you want to do some filtering, we have to use the filtering option. So continuously you are using the search, same search. And if you want to save that particular search button from the same log source, example, some of the logs are coming from Palo Alto. So every time we can go and we can filter out Palo Alto. Instead of that one, I will go and I will save that particular search. Okay. So next one is rules button. So which rule it is hitting and it is coming actions. So these are all some of the fields are available. So once you are clicking on this quick filter button, so we have advanced search button and also quick filter. So these are all the two options are available. So under that one we have, okay, so here once again, real-time events. So these are all the options called filtering. Filtering. So whatever we discussed some of the couple of definitions. What are the definitions we discussed? Example, aggregation. Aggregation meaning here collection of the logs from different types of log sources. So that is called aggregation. So how practically that is possible here? You can see example, health metrics related, system related, Linux related. So these are all the different types of logs we integrated. So that is called aggregation. How we aggregated? Because event collector we using, and also syslog we are using, flow collectors we are using. Okay, so collector agent method we are using. All these are different types of options. So aggregation is over now. Okay, now parsing. Parsing means here whatever raw logs are generated, those logs will be converted to parsed logs. So these are whatever logs it is coming here. These are all not raw logs. These are all not raw logs. All these are called parsed logs or normalized logs. Parsed log or normalized logs. It will do both parsing as well as normalization, rescaling of the logs, uniformity of the logs. So three are over. One is aggregation, collection of the logs from the different types of log sources. So example, log source you can see. Under the log source, in our organization, whatever logs we integrated. So example, firewalls, proxy servers, EDR solutions or antivirus, web application firewalls, load balancers, routers and switches, and so on. All those log sources we integrated, that is called aggregation of the logs. So that definition is over. This is practical now. Practical way, what is meant by aggregation part. Second one is parsing and also normalization. So rescaling of the log, okay, based on some specific condition. And also second one is parsing of the logs. Whatever raw logs are generated from all those different types of log sources, it will be converted to, okay, so CEF format or leaf format. Leaf format. In IBM QRadar, we'll call it as a leaf. Okay, light event extendable format. That's called leaf. So this is nothing but common event format or parsed log or leaf format of the log. Whatever log it is coming here. Okay, so three are over, right? Normalization, aggregation, parsing is over. Now coming to filtering option. Filtering option meaning here. Okay, so filtering options meaning here based on time we can do, based on the interval we can do. Okay, so that is what I said. Based on the severity of the alerts, or based on the severity of the logs, or based on the time wise also we can do filtering. So the example, last 5 minutes, last 10 minutes, last 30 minutes, last 1 hour, last 3 hours, and so on. This is called filtering. Okay. So here filtering based on time, basically. All these are filtering based on time. So filtering is also over. Now what else is pending? Indexing and querying is, these two are pending. Indexing and querying. Okay. Indexing and querying is nothing but, so indexing will be backend process. We cannot see front end. We cannot see front end indexing, but backend. Coming to querying part. Querying is nothing but asking the question. Asking the question. Okay, that is called normally querying, right? Example, if you don't know something, we'll go and we'll use some search engines. Okay, or you ask someone else. That is called query part. Okay, so here also search queries option. You can see all these are search queries options. We are not writing any query, just we have to filter out. Filter out based on some. So firewalls or proxies are based on specific related searches already we saved it. Or if you want to filter out based on the event name, based on the event count, based on the log source, based on the category of the log. Okay. So, and also based on source IP, destination IP, port numbers. So timestamp when that particular log is coming. So according to that one, we can do the search as well as filtering combination. So all these things we can see the front end. Okay. So whatever processing of the logs we discussed, whatever collection of the logs we discussed theoretical way, now we are seeing the practical. Got it? That's why I said you can complete theoretical part, then you can come and see the practical part. Okay. So now we can go and we can see some of the queries or how to search the queries. Okay, no need to write any queries basically. So backend for this search queries, backend it will use which language? Backend is which language it will use?
Arial query language.
Excellent. Arial query language it will use. So backend in the database level of the curator. So it will use Arial query language. So and also it will support that is customized dashboard or customized database. It is using by IBM Curator. And additionally, it will support PostgreSQL database also. So IBM Curator is supporting backend two types of databases. One is Postgres structured query language. Second one is Arial query language. So these are all the two databases it is supporting. Inter question. What are the two bases? Two databases Curator is using or Curator will use. One is AQL database or Arial query language database. Second one is Postgres SQL database. Okay, or Postgres SQL database. Anything is fine. So now we can go and we can filter out some of the queries. Okay, so first we will go and we'll see it here directly on the event name side. Just you can click on the event side. See, you can see my browser itself. So you can see here, and I'm clicking on only here. Okay, only on the event side. If we're going for here, browser or cursor, not browser, cursor. If your mouse cursor is going to here, then it will be log source related. If your cursor is there under the event name, this is under the filtering is under the here. Okay. So this one backend, as I said, it will use query language for this one. Okay, search related. So example, if you want, you filter on event name is user failed to log into SSH incorrect password. Incorrect password. So filter on event name is user failed to log on to SSH incorrect password. Whoever is, okay, so failed login attempt they did it, okay, using incorrect password in Linux server. SSH normally we use for Linux server, right? So we are filtering that one. Okay, second option is filter on event name is not user failed to log into SSH incorrect password. So that means this is not included, not it is there. Here it is not there, it is not here. So here only whatever filtered based on login attempts failure on the Linux server using SSH. That is the first option. Second one is filter on event name is not user failed logon, except login failure attempts on the SSH, remaining everything it should occur. Okay, this entire question. How can you filter out Windows login attempts failure in IBM QRadar? Okay, or how can you filter out? Okay, if you want to see, otherwise how they lost is, if you want to see login failure attempts related to Windows or login failure attempts related to Linux. So what will you do? Okay, so here, if you know the event, if the event ID is there, if event ID option is there, even we can directly filter out what is the event ID for login attempts failure of the Windows.
4624.
4624 is for successful.
4625.
5.
Yeah, 4625 we have to filter out. Otherwise, if you don't remember that option or if you don't remember event ID, so most of the cases they will ask that event ID. Indirectly, they want to check whether you know event ID 4625 belongs to what. Okay. Otherwise, what you have to say the answer? I will go to the log activity tab of IBM QRadar. I'll go to the log activity tab of IBM QRadar, and I will go to the so search button option or filter button option. So then I will move the cursor name to event name, and I will give right click. I'll give right click, and I'll filter based on the event name user failed to login attempt. That may be related. Windows means Windows. If it is Linux means Linux. That is the way how you have to give the answer. Got it? If Windows means normally most of the case they will expect answer as event ID. So if it is Linux or any other filter, if they want to expect past 24 hours of the Windows login attempts failure, I want to see. What will you do in QRadar? Or what will you do or how to identify? This is the interview question. Most of the interviews they will ask this question. You can say in the normal way, event ID, we have to build out 4625 in the log activity tab. That way you can give the answer. Second way, what you can say under the log activity tab, I will go to the event name. I will move the cursor to the event name and I will filter out Windows login attempt failures. And also I can filter out, so here view option is there, right? Real-time event option, select an option is there, view. So there also I can provide the last 24 hours time. Then I can get all those events failed attempts for Windows machine. Okay, so this is the interview question, man. Okay, couple of interviews they will ask. So now I clicked on already filter on event name is user failed login to SSH incorrect password. So just you can give that right click. Okay, so it has to come that one. Okay, so whatever auditing related. So example, that is already moved. Okay, filter event name is user. So this one you have to click. So those related, only those related events appear, it will appear. And also you have to choose the option. So whether you want to real time or whether you want last 3 hours, whether you want last 24 hours. So you have to choose in such a way. Okay. So from past, okay, so these many occurred. Okay. So these many occurred. So approximate how many hours I selected last? I think I selected 8:38 to 11:38. Automatically this filter time also changed. Did you observe? So I changed 3 hours. I have selected as a 3 hours. So I did not move anything here. Start time 7:28. Okay, 8:38. So till 11:38. Right now 11:38 in America time. Okay. So it is came from 8:38 to 11:38. I didn't do anything. Just I given right click. Just I clicked on the login event attempts failure related to SSH Linux server. Okay. In case if you want to add all these logs to your ticket, so then you have to export these logs. You have to export these logs. So normally right now we don't have, okay, so export option. Why? Because we are using demo tool. We are using demo tool, but practically when you are going in a company, you have export option will be there. Export the logs. Why we have to export these logs? Why you have to export these logs? Because this one is the evidence. Because this one is the evidence on the how many events we received. How many events we received. Okay. So you can come down and you can see here. So these many attempts are coming. Hope you understood query, how to write the query. I didn't do anything. So example, this is one of the use case related to user failed to log into SSH incorrect password. So I will go to direct offenses. So this is the use case. So this is the use case, same use case or same incident or same offense. Otherwise, we will call it as offense. Give me 1 second. Apologies, guys. Okay, so here this offense is related to multiple login failure for the same user containing the user failed login attempt. For this offense, what we have to do? What is the first step we have to do? We have to assign the ticket ourselves from actions to assign tab, and also simultaneously we have to create ticket in the ticketing tool. That may be any ticketing tool, whatever you are using. Example: ServiceNow, Jira, Remedy. Okay, BST, HP, Sharewell, ITSM, these are all some of the ticketing tools are available. After that, so you have to gather the information. Whenever you are doing the instant investigation, it's better to better to open one Excel sheet or open one notepad, and you can gather all the information. Okay, example, you can go and you can write, okay, so whatever information you gathered. So example, sorry. So you can open one Excel sheet or notepad and you can write information related to that particular incident. Nothing but you are gathering the triaging of the incident. Those details you have to gather. Why you have to write all those details here? So example, so right now we are doing the incident investigation on. So here, so these details you can, okay, so source IP, destination IP, and also when that SL time is received, all these details you can gather. These details you have to write in the, okay, so incident summary report. See, once you are completing the incident investigation process, after attaching the evidence, you have to write the summary, whatever you have done on that particular incident investigation. Okay, report you have to write what you have done, what did you do. So all those information you have to write. Okay, so every time I cannot come here and I cannot take it, right? So it's better to follow. You can open Notepad, or you can open OneNote from Microsoft, or you can open Word document, or you can open Excel sheets, and you can gather all this information. Once your process is completed, investigation is completed, you can copy paste everything in the ticketing pull up service now in comments page. Okay, comments page or notes page, so that it is easy for you. So otherwise, every time we can go here and I can copy it from here to that particular service note ticketing. It is little bit clumsy, mess up. Okay, so for this one, now I want to attach the evidence also. One evidence is whoever the end user, or who is the server of the owner. Who is the server of the owner? Related username. We have to go to that particular server owner or user, and we have to send an or draft an email stating that, okay, so did you do the multiple login failure attempts? You have to introduce yourself when you're writing an email stating that I am so and so, I am part of cybersecurity SOC operations team. So we got one incident or ticket or alert related to multiple login failure attempts related. Okay, so then, okay, so could you please confirm, or can you please confirm whether you have done this failure attempts? So once he will respond back to you, you can attach that one as evidence. One more thing is, whatever logs are appearing in this one. So just now I filter out, right? So these filter logs also, here you can see event stamp, right? So sorry. So here you can see event stamp also. Event stamp you can see. That particular time you can filter out. That particular time. So example, you can take 3 hours or 4 hours. So when that particular instant time also you have to see. You can filter out that particular instant time when that alert is received. And after that, you can go to here log activity tab, and you can filter out that particular information. And you can filter, after filtering out, you can export button will be there here. You have to export all those logs along with the email, whatever you have sent it to the end user or server owner. Also, you have to attach these logs also for evidence purpose. Okay, so this is the way you have to do. Most of the cases, we will do most thing process oriented is more as compared to technical. Technical will be less in the cybersecurity SOC operations. Technical in the sense, something got compromised only, you will get more attention and more escalations. Okay, so more learning skills, right? If something is failing, then only will get more knowledge. Okay, failure are stepping stones for success. In the similar way, here also something got compromised. In that scenario, we learn more things as compared to whatever false positives. In the true positive scenarios, we learn more skills or more technical things as compared to false positive. Because false positive means always we have to close the ticket because everything is like a fake incident. It is not a real time compromise scenario. Maybe firewall will block sometimes. In this scenario, end user or server owner has blocked that particular things, or maybe he tried, okay, instead of the attacker. So this is what you have to do for every attack. Your logs also better to export, and you can attach in the instant ticketing tool, instant or ServiceNow or whatever ticketing tool. This is the way how to filter out. Okay, I'm going back. So these are all useful links. Example, overview of QRadar and cloud. This one will give the more like a knowledge base basically. This is called knowledge base. Okay. So and threat simulator. So threat simulator video, this one. If you want to go and see. So this is video. Upload logs to QRadar. If you want to upload the logs to QRadar, we have to use this button. So play logs in QRadar video. Analyze your logs. This is the sum up. So nothing but knowledge base. Knowledge base. So right now, what we are doing, this is called log analysis. So most of the people, they will ask, what is meant by log analysis? Because we are doing analyzing of the logs. We are analyzing of the logs, what happened. So on that particular time, on that particular instant, what is the ID number? All this called analyzing or analysis. Log analysis, useful links. And frequently asked questions. FKU means frequently asked questions by multiple customers. So then, okay, so once you completed, as I said, you have to export the logs. Right now, we are using demo tool. We don't have export button option. And you can clear filter. Clear filter meaning here, what are right now filtered out using query, it will be filtered out. Okay, now I will go and I will see real-time related normalized raw events. See, you can see raw events and also normalized events on with IPv6 columns. You can see here different types of category is there now. So one is, so these are the multiple options are there. One is default. Default is normalized events. Okay, and normalized. So here with IPv6, this is IPv4, this is IPv6, and raw events. So this is raw events. Now you are getting the theoretical and practical difference, right? So raw events meaning here whatever raw logs we received, that is called raw. All these are raw events. All these are raw events. You can see here example. You can see here just I clicked on one of the payload. Okay, one of the payload. So how to export the payload also using this one only. We have to go for raw events. Then we'll see the payload information. Payload is nothing but what
data.
Data or message, or either authentication success or authentication failure and so on. Okay, all these are raw logs. You can see start time. So timestamp, this is nothing but timestamp, log source, and also once again time. And this one is payload information. So this payload raw log will be converted to normalized or parsed log. Normalized or parsed log. Okay. So you can go for one of the payload, you can see. Now I clicked on payload. I did not do anything, not clicked also. Just I put the mouse there. It is coming July 28, 11:47, 127.001. That is loopback address. And com.q1labs.host context.health.agent. So that is agent they installed. Agent they installed. So this one agent they installed. So that is info. Info means log information severity is info. So we have info and also we have low, we have medium, we have warnings. Okay, we have warning. So there are 9 types of login messages will be there that we can see later. There are 9 types of login messages will be there. That login message, these are all info related, nothing but informational. And after that, you can see, okay, so IP address of the, okay, so health checkup, okay, so that particular IP address, and LEEF leave, LEF leave. So it is using that agent will convert that raw log to leap log, that is nothing but normalized or parsed log. Okay. And QRadar health metrics metric equal to last collection start time. So timestamp under deployment option. So that is deployment option in the sense QRadar how they deployed that D equal to the deployment model number. So this is the inline method normally we'll use. Even SIM also we'll use inline method. And host name equal to host name is equal to nothing but QRadar trial 32448, nothing but this one, our management IP address. So this is called host name management type. Normally we will not use okay QRadar IP addresses. Basically we will not use IP addresses. We'll use most of the cases host names only. So after that you can see so host name and component type aerial proxy server. You can see aerial proxy server. So that component whatever it is using backend aerial. And next one is development time. Okay, that parse when that parse is going to happen. And date format. Date format is year, month, and date, and also time. Okay, and value. So this is the way raw log. Are you able to understand by seeing this raw log? We are not able to understand anything. What it contains basically, we are not sure. We are not sure what is happening here. So, but so we know, but we don't know that much. If you want to convert that raw log to understandable, SAM understandable format of the log, okay, how we can do that? Using normalized log. Okay. Now you can see it is showing as a bit by bit, very simple manner. It is divided into event name. It is divided into log source. It is divided into event count. It is divided into timestamp. It is divided into level of category of the information, level of the category, source IP, source port, destination port, user, and so on. So this is called normalized log or parsed log. Understood? Raw logs normally we will not understand. So we will understand only normalized logs. Okay. So now we are able to understating that. So this is health metric related event name. Okay. So this is from the health metrics from the QRadar log source. So this event or log is happened July 20th, 11:47 time. And the level of the category of the log is informational. And source IP is so and so, port number, destination port, everything we can clearly understand. But previously when it is coming, we are not able to understand the format, raw log format. Okay. So this is the backend process it will do, where it will do under the event collector agent method or collector agent. First one is event collector, right? Event collector and flow collector. It will do the normalization and also parsing. The two options will do under the data collection. Okay, that one we are doing here practically. Okay, and also magnitude also it is showing. If you want to add additional informational, so we don't have right now that admin option. So we have additional columns also we can see. Right now we can see only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if you want to add additional columns also we can do that. So like for example, source user, destination user, okay, application, payload, everything we can see. If we want to get the payload informational, we have to use either normalized log or parsed log. Sorry, raw log. So this is the way how you should understand. You have to first complete theoretical part, and you can understand practical way how we have to do and we have to study. You have to correlate, not about by hacking the things. Okay. So this is one type of filtering in this similar way. So now I will remove these options. So I changed real-time streaming. Real-time streaming means, so whatever logs are coming on, okay. Somewhere filter is there. So that's why it is not showing here. Now it is coming. Okay. So now it is coming. It will take some time maybe. It is taking some time to filter out. So this is the way how to filter out. Now event name I filter out. Event name I filter out. Now if you want to filter out log source wise, example, one of the attack is coming from firewall. Okay. What is the firewall name or what is the firewall you are using? Example, in the offenses tab, you are getting alert as a firewall denied activity from the X user, so and so user. So or otherwise, okay, so firewall or virus or malware is blocked or denied by firewall. Virus or malware is blocked by the firewall. Okay, so that is the incident you are receiving. And you will get all these details related to firewall or malware related. So you will get the IP address, you will get the destination IP, which application he tried to access, whether he copied something from pen drive or he downloaded something from the website. Okay, or he clicked on the phishing email attachments itself, file related. Most of the cases, malwares or viruses will come through files. Okay, whenever we are saying malware, it should be always files. Most of the case, it should be files. Okay, so those informations you will see, and also you can see firewall denied. I am saying firewall denied means here log source will be firewall denied. Example, log source will be firewall denied. Otherwise, EDR tool will be there. EDR tool will be there. So firewall denied means most of the case firewall blocking. Deny means blocking. So you will gather all those information. Firewall already blocking that the attack, malware related attack. Indirectly, this incident as a anyone? This incident as a
False
firewall blocking.
positive.
False
False
positive.
positive.
That's correct. False positive. But still you are getting the alert in the Q radar because you have to do instant investigation. Right? So in that scenario, you will gather all this information. And you want to attach logs related to, okay, firewall. We have to go to the log activity. And so what will you do? Anyone? What will you do in this scenario? How can you filter out firewall related logs?
In quick filter, we can select the firewall.
In quick filter,
We can select the firewall.
okay, firewall. If firewall is not okay, right now it is already saved searches are there. These searches are saved, already saved searches are there. So, but if you don't have that option, what will you do? No, here filter out firewall will not be there, right?
Yes, sir.
So we can do that. That is your correct. I am not saying it is not correct. You are right. You can quick filter and you have to give the IP address here. IP address of the firewall we have to give here. Okay, you are correct. So, but any other options are available without going to quick filter itself? Any other option?
At the
source,
right event name place.
Yeah, event name place.
No, sir. Log source only. Log source.
log
Okay,
source, sir.
Yes,
We can
correct.
right click here.
Yes, exactly. That's right answer. So we have, yeah, one of the option is directly we can go here and you can give host name of the firewall or directly firewall address, because those details will get under the offenses tab, because you will get it here or under the log source tab here. Okay, if you want to export the logs related to firewall and if you want to get more information about payload and so on, so you have to come here and you can see firewall, but you should know which firewall you are using in an organization. That name you should know at least, whether it is Palo Alto or whether it is a FortiGate or whether it is SonicWall, whether it is a WatchGuard or whether it is Cisco or whether it is Juniper. Okay. So, but anyway, it will be there under the offenses tab. Just you can come here, you can right click example. Okay, so and you have to click on this log source. And additionally, if you want to filter out source IP also, so once you are filtering here, example, so Linux server, I am giving Linux server. So give me 1 second, it is coming. I will change the option also. Yeah, only Linux related server logs are coming here. And additionally, in the offenses tab, you'll see the IP address of the user also. So then you can go here and you can click on the additional source IP also. You are getting right. You can filter out here also. So both now Linux server logs and I mean firewall and also Linux server, sorry, source IP of the user whoever has done the malware malware attachment clicking, or downloading something from the website, or copying something from the pen drives. So this is the way how you can filter out and export the logs, and you can attach in the ServiceNow ticketing tool, any other ticketing tool as evidence, and you can block it. Sorry, you can close the ticket. That is the evidence. But in this scenario, we cannot send. In this scenario, we cannot send an email to the end user. Okay, will you go and will you ask to end user? Okay, so did you download any malware? No, no need to ask, because in the firewall itself we can see this activity. At the time of authentication failure, why we are sending this? Because he is doing the activity. He is forgetting the password. Okay, so by knowingly or unknowingly, so that scenario we are sending an email. But if firewall, first of all, end user doesn't know what is meant by firewall. So he doesn't know what is malware. He doesn't know what is virus. How can you go and how can you send an email and I'll ask about to end user? Will you downloaded any file, or will you downloaded malware related, virus related files? We can ask what is the file you downloaded, but we cannot say like, okay, which file you downloaded and so on. So instead of every time we are going and speaking with the end user, it's better to have here and okay, filter out. Okay, and also we are not sure whether you have the option to go and speak with the end user. Okay, so for some of the clients, you should not go and speak with the end user. Your point of contact will be there. Okay, so this is the way how to filter out based on the log source as well as source IP. Then you can filter out example this one. So both combinations. Now I can filter out Linux server, example source IP. All these related logs will appear. The similar firewall, example Palo Alto, and the source IP of the user 10.10.10.1. Why only 10.10.10.1? Only 10 series. Why it is 10 series or 170 series or 192 series?
Private server.
Yes, right. It's a private. Normally, end user related something is trying to do inside within the organization. It is a private IP address ranges. Normally, he will use. Okay. This is the way how to filter out. Okay. Now filter is over. The similar way. After that, you can clear the filter option. So somewhere here refresh button also will be there. That refresh button you can click on. After that, everything will come. Now it is coming anyway. Now it is resumed everything. Now it is coming everything. Okay. So now in the similar way, we have multiple options are available. Multiple options are available. Okay. So we can, if you want, we can filter out based on the source IP, based on the level of the category of the attack, based on magnitude also we can filter out. Okay, based on destination IP. So that is filtering using some queries. And if you want to filter out more options, you can go and you can see quick filter. Okay. So these are all the multiple options. Additional. So here, instead of going for quick filter here, directly you can do quick filter here also. There is no need to go and do it here. Directly you can do quick filter here also. Got it? So now you can go and you can filter out here. Quick filter anyway option is there under this one also, and here also option is there. Now you can go for search button. So there is new search and also edit search and also manage search results. New search means, okay, so you are writing the query first time. But most of the cases here itself you will do, but if you want to write any query. So example, admin login failure. So select a group. So which type of, okay, so whether it is related to that, whatever query you want to search, whether it is related to firewalls, whether it is related to antivirus. Okay, you want to write a query. You want to write a query means, example, all antivirus related queries. Okay, so then example, malware type of category of the query. Okay, and load it. Okay, show AQL. Show AQL means aerial query language. So because right now we are using demo tool, we cannot see that. Okay, so here it will use aerial query language for search queries. Search queries. What is the backend programming language we are using? Okay, so aerial query language. Okay, so now I selected all antivirus related, and also I have to click on load button. Load button. So then whatever antivirus related queries it will appear here. Okay, so by default, vendor will support some of the queries. Okay. In the similar way, these are all endpoint protection related. McAfee. McAfee EPO is one type of DLP, antivirus or EDR or HIDS, HAPS encryption. Okay, McAfee EPO will do all these four. One is antivirus, one is DLP, one is HIDS, HAPS, one is encryption. These four it will be done by McAfee EPO. EPO means e-policy orchestration. It is one type of tool basically. And office scans, semantic related endpoint protection, applications related. So these Blue Coat, Apache is web server, Apple OS, these are all Apple related Macs or maybe operating systems. Blue Coat is a proxy, IS is a Windows server, Linux, DHCP Linux server. So multiple by default, these many things it is supporting and it is providing that particular searches. Okay. If you want, you can use existing search button. And if you want to write a query, so then we have to go for administrator guide will be there. You have to use that administrator guide and you can write your own customized query. Okay. So now you can see I provided all the log sources, malware related, malware clean failed. Malware clean failed meaning what? So it is failed related to malware scanning. Nothing but that may be antivirus agent itself not able to block that. Okay, so end user related malware or virus or Trojan or wormware or spyware or adware or ransomware. Okay, so that is one of the use case or queries related. Just you have to load that one and then it will appear that query part. And also you can come here down. So whether you want to, okay, so do edit search malware clean page. And if these are all from existing searches, I am doing the page. Okay, so edit option now because I choose the new existing one. If you want to create new also, we have to create, but you have to write the query. How to write the queries? We have administrator guide will be there. We have to use that administrator guide from IBM and we have to write the queries. There is no need to remember, but most of the cases, 99% cases, whatever it is provided by vendor, will use these queries only. And these queries also very rare cases will come here. Very rare cases will come here. Okay. So most of the cases we will do filtering options only. Got it? Filtering. Okay. So and additionally here, whether you want to put the range. So that query, whether you want to give for real time or last whatever interval you want to specify, or whether it is a real time related, or whether it is a recent related or specific interval related, range of that particular time. I don't think they will give this edit button to you, this queries button to you. Why? Because if you do something wrong, it will be affected by the tool. Today, interview question. Why in the organization, why everybody don't have the admin tool in the SIEM tool or admin access to SIEM tool? Why everybody in the team doesn't have admin access in the SIEM tool? Anyone can give the answer? Why everybody doesn't have admin access?
L1 guy will disturb all the settings.
Exactly, that's right. So if you are providing admin access to everybody, if you don't know how to operate or how to configure, how to search or how to do investigation, something you are deleting, something you are modifying, something you are updating or something you are adding, and you are giving commit option. Committing is nothing but saving. Commit in computer terminology is nothing but, so one is commitment is nothing but a promise, that is different way in personal. So here tools related commit means saving of the option. Okay. So here we have to use these many options are available. If you want to do advanced search. Okay, advanced search, available columns. These are all the columns are there. This is what I said. If you want to add more columns, these many columns are available.
Sorry, as a L1 team is not there in admin tab, right, sir?
No, they don't have.
Using.
Yes, correct. Even if you have admin tab also, you don't have the edit option. Read only option will be there. We can provide admin access, but we cannot give the, okay, so modifying option. Nothing but writing option. Only read option we can provide. Okay.
Sir, we can restore
you,
if we get any mistakes.
Sorry, we cannot restore. See what you have to, we have to do a lot of troubleshooting and root cause analysis for that one.
Okay.
Okay, so and also something you are modifying in the SMTP server admin, especially if you are going for admin tab, and if you are deleting something related initial settings, complete tool will go down. Okay, so if you are anything, if you are modifying here, unfortunately or unintentionally or unknowingly, okay. So in that scenario, what will happen? So something it will went wrong. It will went. Sorry, it will go wrong. Not it will went. It will go wrong. Okay. So this is the way how normally we have to do search buttons. We have to go to the log activity tab. As I said, most of the cases. Okay, so advanced whatever search queries is defined here, we will use this one only. But if you want to use advanced search queries, we have to go for custom definition, custom this one. And these many columns are there. You can see in the log activity tab previously, we see only 4 or 5 options are available. But can you see now how many are there? If you want to add everything, you can add now also. Already there, that is there already. This is also there. Selecting only everything. Event name is there, event description is not there.
Can we select multiple?
Yes, we can select multiple also, I think. See, whatever ash color is there, you can see ash color. That ash color is already selected. Whatever white color is there, that is not selected. That is the meaning basically. Color also there, color code. Color coding means here, whatever we selected, that will show as ash color. Whatever we did not select, that one will show as a white color. Okay. Yeah, multiples also we can select. So this is the, then we have to give the filter option button and we have to give search button. If you are doing search, then it will come that particular search and it will save that search also. Got it? This is the way how to do this search. Now I did the filter based on search queries I given. One is malware or virus clean failed related search query I given, and a high level category. This is not medium or low or informational related category. And so then I provided the time range and also I added additional modules. So nothing but additional columns I added. You can see event name, source or destination IPv6, destination asset name, destination port, event description, anomaly, alert value. Whatever I am grouping, this is called indexing. Indexing, grouping of the events, grouping into, okay, so multiple events. Okay, so that is called indexing part. This is called indexing, grouping by. Okay, how it is backend, it is working based on indexing wise. Okay, so all these we have seen under the log activity. One is aggregation, one is except correlation rule. Correlation rule where we will see rules, where we will see
Offense tab.
yes, offense tab. Under the offenses tab, we will do the correlation rule. So all these things we have to learn about how to filter out. So real time means this one only. Once you want to thorough in any tool, so these many things you have to do. You have to play. You have to play with the tool. You have to play with the tool. You have to play with the tool means here you have to practice more and more and more. That is called playing. Okay. So yeah, so this is the one. Just I will select the option real-time monitoring or streaming. So the here save button, search button, edit search means already for existing one you want to change something. New search means you want to write a query, and main search results means already something saved it and we are searching for that. Okay, so that is. And if you want to filter out something, so we can do the filter matches also based on the conditions wise. Based on the conditions wise. So quick filter here, and also these many options are available. These many options are available. So your offenses tab, whatever informations you are getting and you want to filter out, you can come log activity tab and you can give the quick filter option and you can match us as a based on what. Okay, so quick filter is based on whether it is a source IP, whether it's destination IP, whether it is a source or asset name, whether it is log source name wise. Okay. So equals to, so all these are conditions, like conditions or operators, specific conditions. Okay. So filtering is based on specific conditions now. Previously we have seen based on time. Now we are doing based on conditions. Okay. So log source wise example. Add filter. This one also we can do. That is also we can do. We can filter out here also quick filter. Otherwise we can do directly here also. Right click button also. Both the options we can do. Okay. So, and also you can come down. There are a lot of millions or billions of the logs will be there. So right now I'm not able to show that option here. So I'll filter out this one once again. I filter out log source as a Linux server under the quick filter. I will remove that. Sorry, I'll remove that. Okay. So receiving an average of it will keep on. This will change. Okay, 89 results per second. 89 results per 92 results per second, meaning here events per second count. All these are called events per second. How many events are receiving per second? EPS count. EPS meaning here events per second. Then what about FPS? FPS. Oh my God. What is meant by FPS?
Flow per second.
Yes, flow per second. FPS means flow per second. Where can we see that flow per second?
Network activity.
Excellent. Network activity tab, right? So under the network activity, under the network activity tab, normally we'll see the FPS and also network traffic related data. Okay. So this is way how we have to filter out. Please go and do and play with this one. Most of the cases we can do quick filter and how to filter these options. Okay, search queries will go for very rare cases. Give me 1 second. Huh? Oh. Okay. So that is about overall log activity tab. Similar thing, similar concept, we will do same as it is in the network tab also related to traffic flow. Traffic flow, same as it is we can filter out. Okay. Next tab is assets related tab. Assets, whatever I said, you can remember log activity tab will be used for log analysis. And also If you want to attach logs as evidence, we will use this log activity tag. Okay. So now going to assets tab. Why we have to use this assets tab? Okay, forget about the assets tab in simple. This is mainly for the vulnerability scanning purpose. We have to go for the assets tab. Vulnerability scanning purpose. Okay, if you want to integrate with third-party scanning tools like Nessus, Qualys, Rapid7, Tripwire, okay, Expose, Nexpose. Okay, these are all some of the tools are IBM App Scanner. So these are all some of the tools are available. And if you want to run along with, okay, security operations as a vulnerability management and vulnerability scanning, QRadar has this functionality also. No other vendor is supporting this feature or functionality. Okay, no other vendor, including Splunk, no other vendor is supporting scanning of the critical assets or any infrastructure related servers and integrating those vulnerabilities, whatever we are using with third-party tools. Okay, so that option is not supporting by other vendors, only QRadar is supporting. So this one I will explain. Okay, you can see asset profiles and server discovery, VSCAN, all these are multiple options are available. But anyway, this is, you no need to worry about this. I will explain even though. First we have to create the asset. And asset means here any server basically. Whenever I'm saying asset meaning here, that may be laptop or that may be servers. Or that may be any end user related laptop or MacBook or workstation or desktop. So how to, okay, so create assets here. We have add button will be there. 1 second. Add asset. You have to click on add asset button here and it will ask multiple port numbers. And also based on the example, I want to add 10.10.10.1. Add. And the name of the description of the server. So DNS name is host name. DNS is name is but host name. Example finance.cts.com. So this is a host name. So finance server in cognizant company. So this is nothing but DNS name or host name or yeah, host name, we'll call it as asset name. And given name is finance server. So location, example USA or Bangalore. So description of the asset, what is the description? Wireless AP is a wireless access point. AP means access point. Okay. Where we discussed wireless topic.
Networking.
Router.
Router.
IDS, IPS.
No. Where we discussed
Networking concept.
not networking concepts. We discussed under the FortiGate firewall, wireless access points. Even it will monitor wireless related traffic also. What is meant by access point? Example, I given examples related to bus stations, railway stations. Okay, so all these different types of examples I provided, right? If you want to provide the free Wi-Fi, they will put some of the access points based on the signal strength. Okay, wireless SSID means here, so single set identifier. Single set identifier. Okay, so nothing but this one. All these are called SSIDs. Hope you remember now. So switch ID, what is that switch? Access point is connected with switch. Those things we have to provide here. Anyway, that is different. Operating system. So what is the operating system? Whether it is Windows or Linux. So example, you can go and add here. So whether it is which type of vendor is belongs to operating systems. So these many are there. Okay. Example, Windows. Microsoft. So product, Windows 2000. So version. Yeah. So even it will, we can treat this, we can treat this one as a, CMDB. What is CMDB? What is CMDB? Where we discuss CMDB? Where we discuss assets concept?
Vulnerability management.
Yes, under vulnerability management, we discussed about all these concepts. Okay, operating systems, how many operating systems types are there? What is in the assets? What is CMDB? Okay, it's configuration management database. It is a tool where it will store all the assets related information. What is the status of the asset, whether it is down or whether demolished, whether it is up or whether it is down, or whether it is shut down. Okay. In today interview, in-person interview, they ask these questions only. Anyway, one of the student is attended. She told me whatever interview questions they asked. Okay, so how to do the scanning of the vulnerabilities? Okay, how many physical assets are there? Will you do authenticated scan or will you do unauthenticated scans? What are all OSL layers are there? Very simple, very strict. If you are going and thoroughly you are understanding about my notes and if you are understanding my concepts, 99% of the interviews questions will come in the same notes. Damn sure. Okay. So yeah, sometimes managerial questions will come, but based on their experience, that is different anyway. So CVSS score, what is CVSS score? What is CVSS score?
10, sir.
0 to 10, sir.
No. What is CVSS full form? 0 to 10, right?
Common vulnerability scoring system.
Excellent. Common vulnerability scoring system. So this is 0 to 10, that's right. So it will give the severity of incident or severity of the vulnerability, not incident vulnerability. Okay. So confidentiality, availability, so potential, where is the high or critical or low? High, example, high. So the server related damage potential, final server related damage potential high, confidentiality requirement high, critical because finance related server, availability requirement high, example. And you can see weight 0 to 10. CVSS score is depending on 0 to 10. Okay. Integrity requirement. So example high. So CIA. What is CIA?
Triad.
Yes. You can see confidentiality, integrity,
Availability.
and also you can see impact analysis, risk assessment, business impact, how much damage for this, if that asset is okay, any vulnerability is coming, what is the so damage or business impact or potential impact or reputation wise damage. So owners, who is the owner of this particular server? So that is called business owner or server owner. I told you about vulnerability management process. If you don't know the servers list, we have to contact the business owner or server owner. Okay. Owner contact number. Okay, technical owner. Who is the technical person? So like is the manager name. This one is technical contact person, technical team lead. Okay, and contact number and technical users. So custom property. If you want to add additional other related server, you have to add those. And finally, save button. If something you are not entering wrongly, it will show. It will throw some errors. Somewhere it is mistakes. Let me see. So object is object. Where is that object? I think we have to fill all these details, then only it will save. Okay, we have to fill all these details, then we have to save this button. So then only it will work. Okay, so this is the way how to add. This is will act as one type of CMDB. Nothing but configuration management database. We will add all these servers also. Okay, that is the way we can, even this one we can act as IBM QRadar can be acts as a CMDB or assets related database basically. And if you don't know the, okay, so assets, and if you want to add manually, it will take a lot of time. Now it is taken approximate maybe 5 minutes because we have to fill all those details. And you can give discovery of the servers also. So server discovery. So server discovery, this is what I said, theoretical part. So we have to select the which type of server we are using, whether Windows or Linux. Example, oops. So whether the Windows servers and all server types, all types of servers. So meaning what? So Windows means 2008, 2010, 2000, 2012, 2016, 2019, and so on. All server port numbers automatically it has come. If you want to edit port numbers, because server discovery 135, 137, 138, 139. What these are all port numbers are belongs to? Anyone? 135, 137, 138, 139. Anyone? Don't Google it.
Samba server.
Sorry?
Samba server, I think.
Samba server. What is 445?
SMB.
Server message block. What about 135 to 139? I did not say in the class, but you have to remember this one also.
NetBIOS.
Net bias, right? All these are net bias related. Okay. So server type definition. So all these are different types of definitions it provide. Network. So whether it is related to which one, whether I will select all. Then discover servers. So because we'll integrate with the Active Directory, we'll integrate all of our IP addresses and data centers in the admin tab. Automatically, based on these port numbers, it will identify. It will identify. So what is the building blocks or test cases we provided? Typical Windows servers such as domain controllers or XN servers, nothing but SMTP servers, and also domain controller DCs, Active Directories. And second condition is second test condition is used in conjunctions with false positive Windows servers, false positives, categories, false positives, Windows servers. So these are not building blocks related. So it will identify all the Active Directories, all the Windows servers, all the domain controllers, all the XN servers information. Because it is using, which scan it is using? Which scan it is using?
Vulnerability scan.
Scan.
No,
Server based scanning.
no,
Firewall scans.
no.
Port type.
Port
Port scanning.
Port scanning.
Then a port is there, right? Using this port.
numbers.
Yeah, what are ports are there? Okay. So most of it is net bias we have to open. Okay. Server message block basically we have to block. But what these ports we have to open. Otherwise, operating system will not boot it. Okay, input output will not come. Net bias input output system, right? So if you don't open these ports, that it will not boot, and first of all it will not work. So that's why it will do the port scanning, and also we are doing the Active Directory integration. Because of these two options, automatically in our organization, whatever servers are there, it will identify. The similar way, all other servers, database, SSH means Linux related servers. Okay. So port number 22, because port number normal SSH tool is port number 22, Linux, and web servers and so on. So VS scan I will explain tomorrow. Before, if you want to do VS scan, we cannot do that. Why? Because first we have to add scanner. See, you must create a scanner before you can schedule scan. VS scanning mean here vulnerability scanning. Vulnerability assessment scan. VA means vulnerability assessment scan. So that is meant by VA. Okay. So VA means multiple scans, vulnerable, okay, vulnerability assessment scan, putting the scan and scheduling the scan. Okay. So what it is saying when I'm adding the scanner, if you want to schedule the scan, we have to create scanner. Where we have to create scanner? Where you have to create scanner? You have to create under the admin tab. We have to create under the admin tab. We have VS scanner option will be there. We have to create that VS scanner. Okay, you can see VS scanner. So then once you are creating VS scanner here, then we can put it scan here. Okay, so we have to add here that particular scanner. It will support multiple types of scanners basically. So one is Expose or Nessus, Qualys, IBM App Scanner, more than 20. Yeah, it is showing as an
The
Nessus.
adding option is there itself.
Where no, that add option will not be the C. Here that is scheduling the scan. Whatever we are doing under the assets is scheduling the scan. But this option will be there adding the scanner under the admin tab. Okay. Example. So next one is Qualys. Next one is Rapid7. Rapid7, another name is Nexpose. Nexpose is acquired by Rapid7. So even IBM also is there. IBM App Scanner. Yeah. So you will see this one tomorrow class. Otherwise, we'll complete this one here, admin tab, then we'll come back to apps. Scanning of the VA. So
here itself add button.
no, here add button. That is what I said before. Without we had in the scanner, we cannot do scanning, right? So you want to integrate with the scanner? No. See, don't think theoretical way. First of all, in your data center, scanner should be there, right? To scan that particular servers. Okay, not about theoretical way, just putting the scan here. You can think practically how it will work. In your wherever your office is there, you have to install one scanner there. Correct? You have to configure. Without configuring there, if you are coming here and putting the scan, how it will work? First, we have to add the scanner, and after that we have to configure. Otherwise, we have to configure the scanner. Then we have to comment which we have to schedule the scan. Okay. So even curator has the functionality of configuration management databases, nothing but assets related, identifying the related assets. Okay. Server discovery. What is this one in Nessus tool? We'll call it as. What is this one in Nessus tool? We'll call it as this one. This option.
Port scanner.
Port scanning, you can leave it. Port scan, any additional way. Server discovery, how can you identify? What is that option with vulnerability management? We'll call it Nessus otherwise. Which policy we have to configure? Server discovery. If you don't know the servers, if you are contacting the business owner and he is saying that, okay, so I'm not sure how many servers are there. Which policy you have to implement? Which policy you have to implement? Which policy you have to implement?
Host discovery.
Excellent. Host discovery policy. Yes, that is here also same thing. Here they are saying that server discovery scan using port scan, but there we'll call the host discovery policy. Okay. But only naming convention wise it is different. So that's all for today class, guys. I will continue. Don't worry, we will discuss about scanning part once again. And we have anyway tool is pending, right? Nessus tool is pending. So there we can discuss. Any doubts? See, as I said once again, assets and scanning in IBM Curator, it is not part of your job. SOC operations is different and vulnerability scanning is different. But if you want to keep both, I'm working as a vulnerability manager or vulnerability analyst as well as SOC analyst. You can put combination of both in your resume so that you will get not only SOC related vacancies, but also you will receive the vulnerability management related vacancies also. Any other queries? Any queries? Sorry for taking your time. It's the lunch time or dinner time. Sorry. Tomorrow I will take morning. Don't worry. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Have a nice dinner and good night. Take care.
Thank you, bro. You too.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.